Sometimes the future is most clearly seen in the rear view. In 2021, we rose to the challenge, coming back faster. We collaborated. We never lost sight of our goals. We rallied around community. We empowered people. We forged new friendships. We celebrated our successes. We honed skills and sharpened talents. We made art and expressed our passion. We embraced our past and our future. We built. So, what do the events in our rear view tell us about the road ahead? Buckle up and bring on 2022.
Hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, I hope that you can hear me well. Welcome. I'm really glad to have you in person here at our training center and parts distribution center. This space is a very special space. I'm very happy to welcome you here today because we created this space, of course, for some virtual events because we had to do many. But we create also this space for live events, and I'm really glad that we can be together today, have some discussions, and welcome you all club members for this very special evening. And you know, the video you just saw is not only a good summary of all the activities and successes the team at Porsche Cars Canada, together with our partners and our community, achieved last year. It also shows what we want to continue to work on. So what can you expect in 22 and what can you expect tonight? Of course, I'm sure you want to hear about cars, our cars. For example, the 911 Sport Classic that was just announced and that pays tribute to our past with a nod to the 911 Carrera RS 2.7 liter of the early 70s. Our product team will tell you more about this exciting limited production model later. They will also give you some details on the new Taycan GTS and will be happy to answer any other question that you may have on our new products. You will further get the latest news from exclusive manufacturer and especially on how you can make your Porsche a true one-of-a-kind vehicle. So very exciting program, stay tuned. But as you know, Porsche is not only a car. It's also about experiences and life experiences. This year, we were very happy to be back with our ICE Experience program, and we are now looking forward to the track experience this summer and fall, as well as our travel experience, Nova Scotia in October. I did it, that's just fantastic. And of course, we want to honor our motorsport heritage, as always. Our Porsche Esports Sprint Challenge Canada will take place the day after tomorrow. Stay tuned. The action on the Red Bull Ring Grand Prix will be broadcasted live on the Porsche Twitch channel. For those of you who want also to live real-life experiences, you can join the on-track and off-track activities at our Porsche Sports Cup Canada events. They will be held at CTMP here in Ontario in June, and also, of course, in British Columbia in the beautiful Area 27 racetrack later in June, and also in Quebec on the Mont-Tremblant racetrack in September. We have also forged some great partnerships this year. We are enjoying the continuous collaboration with our timing partner, Tag Heuer, and are excited about our enhanced involvement with Art Battle Canada this year. It's a great partnership, by the way. This event series gives artists across the country a step up to the easel for a chance to represent their communities at the 2022 Art Battle Canadian National Championship in Toronto in July. We're also happy that our dealer partners across the country are supporting the series and hosting some local events. Most recently, we were proud to announce our latest partnership with Air Canada, making Porsche the exclusive vehicle supplier of the Air Canada chauffeur service at Toronto Pearson International Airport and Vancouver International Airport. What a great partnership for Porsche. What a great visibility for us. This partnership would provide select signature class customers access to a fleet of Porsche electric and plug-in vehicles like Taycan, Panamera, and Cayenne. Speaking of electric, of great importance are also the relationships with our destination charging partners who are helping us to expand our Porsche charging network across the country. This allows Porsche electric vehicles drivers to charge at no cost at many exclusive locations. Look out for our continuous additions to the Porsche charging map at golf, for example, golf course, hotels, etc. A great program. Of course, we do not just collaborate with external partners. With our partner firm, Porsche Financial Services Canada, we offer the Porsche Drive subscription program, a flexible and convenient alternative to conventional vehicle ownership. You can drive the Porsche that suits your mood whenever you want. Through this program, you can rent various models of our lineup from 1 day to several months. Maybe you want to try our electric Taycan for a while to see, for example, how it suits you. Great car. Porsche Drive is currently available in Toronto, Vancouver, Kelowna, and in a few days also in Montreal. This year, as well as the next, very much stand in the spirit of bridging the past with our future. In 2022, as you may know, we commemorate 70 years of Porsche clubs, and we are looking to support the celebrations appropriately. Daniel Ponzini will give you more details shortly on how we plan to do this. And in 2023, this will be an incredible year. Porsche will celebrate its 75th anniversary, as well as 60 years of 9/11. And I must also add that the Le Mans, the 24 Hours of Le Mans will celebrate 100 years also in 2023. That will be an incredible event that will happen on the Le Mans racetrack in June 2023. So if you can go there, I really encourage you. This will be incredible. And Porsche will be very involved in this 100-year celebration. So we can expect many festivities and surely some special surprises over the next 2 years. In Canada, we will keep the festivities going in 2024 with the very, very exciting opening of our Porsche Experience Centre Toronto. The plans for the design of the building and track at the 20-acre site at the Durham Live development in Pickering are progressing well. There will be a 2-kilometer racetrack with 21 turns and a top speed on the straight of over 200 kilometers an hour. Very, very exciting project. And aligned with Porsche's aim to be CO2 neutral in 2030 across the entire value chain, our focus will be on sustainability when it comes to the design and the operations of the Porsche Experience Centre in Toronto. Electric vehicle charging infrastructure will be also incorporated in our plans, making the PCA Toronto a further extension of our destination charging program. As you can tell, many exciting things are on the horizon. But let's go back to you, the Porsche clubs. I will now hand over to Daniel Ponzini, who will, as promised, talk about Porsche Cars Canada that will be supporting the 70 years celebration of the Porsche Club this year. So Daniel, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. First, what a spectacular display of Porsche passion here tonight. Taking a quick walk outside, it's very clear to see the incredible passion that the community shares. There is no other brand. that has such passionate owners. For those of you who have not yet met me yet, I'm Daniel Ponzini, the brand partnership and motorsport manager for Porsche Cars Canada. I know I speak for all of Porsche Canada when saying how proud we are of the enthusiastic owners that we have for the brand and our club members. Building an emotional connection with the brand is something remarkable and to be celebrated. Case in point tonight. That shared passion forges connections, a mix of excitement, friendship, and vision. These connections are something we take very seriously. We have for generations, and we will plan to for generations to come. Sharing friendship, commitment, journeys, and experiences. As Mark mentioned, 2022 marks the 70 years of Porsche clubs globally. This is something extremely special, and we're looking forward to activating this milestone together with you, the clubs here in Canada. It's a great opportunity to showcase Porsche passion from Canada on a global scale. Over 70 years, there have been countless people sharing their passion, their stories, creating emotional bonds to the brand and the vehicles that they cherish, and uniting to create one global Porsche club family. In Canada, to celebrate the 70 years of clubs, we will engage in a number of events. We're very much looking forward to joining with you all and other club members at these events. Meeting points on both sides of the border, at parks with our families, at the racetrack with high-level racing, and also grassroots motorsports. And the highlight event for Canada with the club this year will be the Cobble Beach Concours d'Elegance. This event overlaps our dealer celebrating Sports Car Together Day nationally in September, where each and every Porsche Center will acknowledge our brand fans and clubs. It will be a unique way for the Porsche Club to unite with us and showcase some highlight club member cars at such a world-class event. We hope you're as excited as we are. That passion runs deep. It runs deep into the cars that we make for our customers. And with that, I'd like to introduce Walter Dixon to you, our Senior Vehicle Order and Exclusive Manufacturer Specialist. Please give Walter a warm welcome.
Thanks, Daniel. All right, not bad for a Tuesday night. So as Daniel mentioned, I handle the exclusive manufacturer program here in Canada. I'm willing to bet that most people here have probably heard the term exclusive manufacturer in some capacity. Some of you might be sitting there wondering, well, what's the program really all about? And to be fair, it's a good question because it can take on different meanings depending on the context. But before I talk too much about the program, I just want to show you a quick video.
Today, everyone is individual, but you rarely come across a one-of-a-kind anymore. Everyone strives to optimize their personal image, but hardly anyone is a real personality. Or is individuality actually about being different? Or about being ourselves? Do we want to follow every trend or follow our dreams? They reveal our ideas and even bigger plans. They drive us to pursue our own way of doing things, to find our own style. Dreams reveal what moves us, what inspires us. What gets under the skin, and what makes us, us. We give our all for that purpose, with huge dedication and even more attention to detail, so that your inspiration becomes reality. Your dreams are our true passion. We give them form, color, and structure in consultation with you and in the Porsche of your choice. Porsche Exclusive Manufaktur. Your inspiration, our passion.
All right. So that video is a few years old now, but I'd like to play it because I think it really encapsulates the idea of exclusive really well. You know, in the simplest of terms, exclusive manufacturer is how we individualize our Porsches, right? How we make our cars our very own and make sure that they stand out from anyone else in the car club. But customizing Porsches from the factory is not really a new concept by any means. In fact, it's been around basically from the beginning. So famously, one of the early customer commissions here is the 356 Coupe from the 50s. And the customer wanted faux fur on the outside of the car. To each their own. Moving forward a few decades, in the middle here, we have a famous furniture designer commissioned his 993 Turbo Cab. He went to the factory with his inspiration, which was a plate. So worked with the team at the factory and came up with this color palette based on this plate, and it turned out orange on orange. And then finally, the picture on the right there is something that might look a little bit more familiar to everybody here. It's, of course, the 991.2 911 Turbo S exclusive series. So that's in golden yellow metallic, and it was a limited production 500 vehicles globally. So, of course, since that vehicle, we've done a few other limited production vehicles under the exclusive moniker, and that's the heritage design vehicles. So that started with the 991 911 Speedster. Then we had the 992 Targa 4S Heritage Design Edition. And then finally, as you're going to get a little sneak peek of tonight, the Sport Classic. But exclusive manufacturer is not only about wild commission, you know, customized cars and limited production. I'm sure everybody here has probably seen a Porsche crest embossed on a headrest, right? Maybe a model designation on the back of the car in black. That's exclusive manufacturer as well. So more subtle ways to personalize our vehicles and make them our very own. And then sometimes we have customers where they're playing around in the car configurator, we're getting ready to order a car, and they get 95% of the way there, but there's just those little finishing touches that can't be found in the car configurator. So that's where our program comes in, called the Sonderwunsch program, or Special Wishes. Some of you might know that as CXX. And actually, Lucas Scarfone is a great example of that. He's got his GT3 Touring over here that we built recently. So this is a beautiful paint to sample, forest green metallic. And he wanted to go for sort of more of a classic look with this. So we did silver wheels, silver accents. So that, you know, the Porsche logo on the back is silver, window trim silver as well. But he wanted to carry that theme into the car. And if you've played around with the car configurator, you'll know GT3s were stuck to very dark trim colors available, right? So the standard is black brushed aluminum, and you could do anthracite as well. Both very dark. He wanted to brighten up the interior. So aside from the beautiful Mojave beige leather we did, we brought the silver in with brushed aluminum, and also took the standard gear shift pattern, which is normally in yellow on a GT3, and did that in silver. So again, nothing outlandish, nothing totally wild, but little subtle touches that makes customers' vehicle their very own. And I think Lucas will agree that the car turned out exactly as desired. So that's all I wanted to say about exclusive manufacturer. Next time you're on Porsche.ca playing around the configurator, look out for the options with the little exclusive manufacturer logo beside them, and make your next Porsche yours. Thanks. I'm going to hand over to George Frimis now. George. There.
Thank you, Walter. Good evening, everybody. As Walter said, my name is George Frimis. I'm the manager of parts, operations, and logistics for Porsche Cars Canada. I'll just take a couple of minutes here tonight to let you know about this great building that we're in. We opened up the PDC on October 1st, 2019, and we started operating on this facility, servicing all of the Porsche stores in Canada. The facility is 176,000 square feet in total, which includes the PDC, our technical training center, our fleet storage, as well as the forum space, which we're currently in. From this facility, Porsche services all of our Canadian Porsche stores, as well as our certified collision centers and independent shops. The PDC is the main component with 120,000 square feet of the 176,000 square feet. All parts in this building are sourced from Germany directly from our central warehouse in Sachsenheim. The PDC currently operates 2 shifts. They open at 6 a.m. in the morning and run until 10 p.m. Monday to Friday. The current supply chain or business model that we have for the PDC is that any dealer across the country can place an order up until 5 p.m. local dealer time. So at 5 o'clock in Vancouver, 8 o'clock here, and they get their VOR parts the next day before they open. If they have a stock order, that's an additional 24 hours, but that's the business model that we have right now. And just to give you a couple little statistics here, in 2022 so far, we are averaging approximately 1,238 outbound lines or 4,600 pieces per day. And in 2021, we finished with 297,000 lines processed, or we delivered 1.1 million parts to all those different destinations. And with that, I'll hand it over to Primus.
Good evening, everyone. I think most of you, or some of you, know me anyway. Over the pandemic, me and my team have been giving you guys some virtual presentations on Taycan, and I was able to make it out to a cruise last year with a Taycan Cross Turismo. I don't know if any of you were there, but it was a lot of fun. So I'm happy to really welcome you all to this event. Again, my name is Primus. I'm the manager of product for Porsche Cars Canada. If you guys have any questions throughout the evening about any of the cars, please come find me and I'll be happy to answer them. But tonight, myself and one of my team members, Kush, will be giving you guys a little bit of product presentations. So to start, we have a little video to start.
Where do I begin? Tell the story of how great love can be. The sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth about the love he brings to me. He fills my heart. He fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings. He fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go, I'm never lonely with him along. Who could be lonely? I reach for his hand. It's always there.
So yeah, super exciting. The 911 Sport Classic finally coming to Canada. Obviously, the last generation Sport Classic was not sold in North America, but finally is coming. So wanted to give you guys some high-level details of the vehicle. I know it debuted globally, but it will come to Canada as a 23 model year, so it's not available on the configurator yet, but that will be coming very soon. So just some high-level information here. Based on a turbo coupe, but without the side vents. It's also rear-wheel drive and a 7-speed manual transmission. So 543 horsepower. It's been slightly detuned from a turbo because of the rear-wheel drive and the manual transmission, but still probably the most exciting special edition we've had coming in the last couple of years. 51 units coming to Canada. So if you can get one, I'd like to shake your hand. So just some more details, of course. As I mentioned, 7-speed manual transmission with a shortened gear shifter, carbon fiber double bubble roof, as well as a carbon fiber hood. And then some further details. Oops. So some further details here, the ducktail. And then the rear badging will be in gold leathering. This is a throwback to some of our older 911 models. So the designation there will be all in gold. Some of the historic pieces here, we have the historic Porsche crest on the hood. and the exterior decals with a customizable lollipop number on the side. So you can put your own number there. The 20-inch front and 21-inch rear wheels are exclusive to the Sport Classic. They're a little bit of a throwback to the Fuchs design wheels, so something a little bit special there. Exclusive manufacturer badge on the fender and heritage plaque on the rear really give that throwback to our heritage. And then a limited color offering will be available as well. A limited color offering will be available, but of course, as Walter mentioned, PTS will be fully open on this vehicle, and I'm sure there'll be lots of take rate on that. Sport Classic Gray, of course, is available with the Sport Classic. So just some images. And on the interior, so again, we have exclusive leather interior in black and cognac with a Pepita center, seat centers, as well as on the door inserts. We have the 911 Sport Classic badging on the dashboard in gold, and then some special embossing on the headrest and armrests as well, which sort of just add to the exclusive manufacturer's specialness of the vehicle. And then finally, the 911 Sport Classic door sills as well. There's just some high-level details on the vehicle. Unfortunately, we don't have one here to show you guys, but I'm sure when we do, we can bring you guys back in as well. So we're gonna show you another video. We have some special cars here that are some of the first in the country, the Taycan GTS. So we have a Taycan GTS sports sedan, as well as the Sport Turismo, which is a new variant of the Taycan. So we just have a video for that as well, and then I'll pass it over to Kush to. So I'll ask everyone to send their attention over to the two Taycans in the corner there, and Kush will be happy to give you guys a walk around of the vehicles.
Silly me, I wasn't standing by the microphone. I'll test. Can you all hear me in the back if I talk like this? Yeah? Okay, I'll do the walk around because it's easier to make it dynamic, I find that way. So hey everyone, my name is Kush. I've been a product manager here at PCL for quite some time. If you've been to another event, you might have seen me with a blue Cross Turismo Taycan doing something very similar. In the last couple of years of Taycan, we've had a lot of stories to tell, first with the sedan, then with the Cross Turismo, and now with the Sport Turismo, and the GTS as well. So wanted to start off by talking a little bit about what this new variant is and this new body style. You'll notice the silhouette looks very similar of this sports wagon over here to the Cross Turismo before. So it is a wagon. You have that swooping sportback appearance to it. But what's really cool about the Sport Turismo is it's only available on the GTS variant. And like all other Porsches, the GTS, it wants to take it back to that motorsport character, and it's usually released a little bit after the Turbo, Turbo S, and other variants. So our teams take a little bit more time to eke out that motorsport character, do their testing, and do their work to create a very beautiful product in the end. What's most noticeable usually is the exterior pieces. So we're going to talk a bit more about how it visually differentiates itself from the other Taycans. We'll start with the front. With all GTSs, you'll notice the tinted headlights and taillights. So here you'll see that nice dark tint. If a GTS was a character in a movie, it would be the bad guy. That's kind of the vibe it's always going for. So you got the tinted headlights, sport design front apron. The sport design kit is standard on GTS models, while it's optional on the others. So one thing you'll notice right away is the air intakes right here are quite large, quite aggressive, kind of harken back to the Mission E concept. So that's what we got going on up front. Some black accents below. Coming around to the side is when you'll notice the GTS specific wheels. So GTSs usually draw up with a new wheel design, and it's usually in black. Black is a theme across GTSs. These two have the Mission E design wheel in black, but there are two new specific GTS wheels on the RS Spider wheel, as well as the turbo wheel in a new finish. So a lot of new here with the GTS comes out as well. You'll notice that pattern also. Coming along the side, when you guys get closer later, you'll be able to see the side skirts in black with the subtle GTS logo right below there. So you have black on black, gloss with matte kind of playing together with the side skirts. And for those of you over there, you'll see this later, but around back, you'll be able to see the diffuser with the louver design, GTS specific as well with a lot of black accents. Really, really cool. And what looks very menacing is the light strip going across the entire trunk, also treated in black. So new stuff for the GTS, a dark character, a motorsports driven character. It's all visually noticeable on the outside. As well, of course, as the spoiler, you'll notice that is a color match to the body on the GTS. A little bit different from the Cross Turismo. So if they're side by side today, you'll notice it sits a bit lower than the Cross Turismo. It looks sportier, of course. And the Cross Turismo usually has, with the off-road design package, some more cladding. It's really made for an off-the-beaten path kind of adventure. This is made for a track adventure. So that's the visuals. The stuff you can't see, we can talk a little bit about as well. The Taycans being electric, we can't talk about cylinders or volume that differentiates the powertrain. The 4S, which is the base model in Canada, to go from that to a turbo, you go for a larger active length on the rear motor. It's very specific, a little bit nerdy. This has the same setup as the turbo. It's the same motor in the rear, same active length, same motor up front, bigger brakes though. And the key differentiator between this and the 4S is there's more torque. Key differentiator between the turbo and this is the turbo has more torque than this. So same setup motor-wise, more torque in the turbo. And of course, this has the more power relative to the 4S. I realized through that I was getting a little bit nerdy, so if you want to talk to me later about it, feel free to ask me questions. That's what you can't see on the setup. What you also can't see is the GTS-specific suspension setups, GTS-specific rear axle steering, all catered to the motorsport angle that you have available on GTS models. So a lot of the stuff you get when you're behind the wheel. One of my personal favorites is the GTS Sport Sound. If you didn't hear about it before, the Taycan also makes noise. It has an electric sport sound that's taken directly from recordings of the e-motor. We pull away some of those high frequencies because they can get to be a bit of a whine, and that is played through the speakers when your feet are on the throttle. In the GTS, it's louder, it's more robust, it's a little bit angrier. Again, very hard to describe unless you're behind the wheel, but that's kind of what the GTS is going for with those specific elements. That stuff you can't see. More stuff you can't see will be on the inside. A lot of race text. Some of you might know that as Alcantara, previous brand name, but a lot of race text accents are available. The seats, the steering wheel, the roof lining, a lot of places you'll see that. A lot of dark brushed aluminum, which you'll see as you approach this car. And of course, Sport Chrono is also standard on GTS models. So the clock, the racetrack timing, all available as well on GTS. That's basically it to talk about it at a high level. There's a lot more you'll see when you come up close. So if you have any questions, feel free to approach us. Very exciting new product, a new entrance, a new story in the Taycan world. And with that, I'm going to pass back to an old friend and old colleague. We have Catherine Mengi with the Porsche Club. She'll be setting up on stage in just a second. And yeah, I believe we're good to pass back. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. We're moving back over here now just for a little bit of a wrap up We hope you enjoyed the presentations by the product planners. And if you didn't hear that, my name is Catherine Menji. I'm the VP of your Upper Canada Region Porsche Club. We do have a little bit of business to get through before I want to thank Porsche Cars Canada as well. If we can bring up our new members that are here tonight, I think we have a handful of you. It's Brian Ebbinghaus. Please come on up. We've got a little present for you, a little pin. Mark Konzelman. Apologies if I pronounce it that wrong. Ricardo Consolo. Come on up. You're the next contestant. Nicola Lazarevic. Please come up. Sean Patrick, who, if any of you recognize that name, he's also publisher of Autostrada magazine. He's a new member as well. Come on up. Lucas Scarfone, which we all know and love as well, new member to the club, and that's his beautiful car right there. Jamie Roshan, please come up, and Sean Tenpow. So that's the list that I have, but if I missed anyone else that has joined in 2022 to the club, please come up and accept a little present from us, and welcome to the club, of course. So while we organize ourselves here, just to take a quick little photo op, I just want to thank Porsche Cars Canada tremendously for tonight. The food that they provided, the drinks, the cars, the space, and of course, all the speakers that were here tonight. So can we give them a big round of applause? Thank you. And that actually concludes tonight. So you're welcome to just mill about the cars and keep talking to one another and enjoy the rest of your evening. But thanks for coming. Bye. Bye, Zoom chat.